Hello, my Live Life Wealthier community. I wanted to bring up a topic today, and it's about money, right? We see money, we feel money, we touch money, we talk about money, we get frustrated about money, we watch money on television, we have our own opinions of money, we have our own baggage with money. Money, 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 right? We hear about it all the time. So let's deconstruct why money is such a huge part of our lives and why it typically becomes an obstacle in what we're trying to accomplish. Because at the end of the day, in order to live life wealthier, we must move beyond the concept of money. However, how do we do that if we don't have the tools to get there? How do we do that if we don't have a road that's already been paved by someone else? How do we do that when we're stuck in a rut or we're barely treading water because we don't have the tools or resources to be able to get to a better place to live life wealthier? Okay, so this is why we're here. So what I'm being moved to share right now is, money rules a lot of our lives, and we can only have one master, right? Whether that master is our parents, our spouse, ourselves, God, money, politics, television, our employer, our business. We could only have one. And most of us have many masters that we're constantly chasing and chasing and chasing, and we seem to not get to where we want to make sure we're getting to. And that's something we'll want to look at as we discuss this money paradigm, because how and what and in what priority must we either reorganize our lives or reorganize our thought process, or perhaps get rid of and completely remove certain factors from our lives to be able to get that better relationship with ourselves, better relationship with money, and figure out who the master is that we are serving. Because if we're serving the master of money and constantly chasing the next best thing or constantly being in the rat race, those are the results that we're going to get. And what I have found throughout my quest, either personally and through my clients and my mentors and everything that I've been exposed to throughout my career and life, the people that I have found and been introduced to that are the wealthiest, right? They have financial resources, they have family resources, they're motivated to do something, to accomplish something, to be someone. They're being driven by their higher selves. And what I have found is that their master is their source. Their source. And I'm pointing out because it's whoever your source you're aligned with, whether it's God, whether it's universe, whether it's spirit, Holy Spirit, Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, energy, light, whatever your definition of the source is. It could be your higher self, right? If you're aligned to that source, everything else is gonna flow. And this is yet another thing I'd like to explore as we discuss things together, is how that mindset change of not allowing anyone else to be the ruler of your life except for yourself and your higher source, how that will translate into initially ripples and then waves and then floods of change for you in a positive way. And this is the beauty of living life wealthier, because it's beyond the money. It's beyond the material wealth. It's this alignment of self and purpose and helping others rise and seeing that tide rise and seeing all the ships rise with it. And when we can do it all together in a way that makes sense and in a way that diminishes and hopefully gets rid of these old paradigms about money, that's where you're going to find your success. And that's where you will be able to create your own path and pave your own road and listen to yourself as the master of how you will obtain wealth. And yes, money typically is the topic of conversation when we're talking about success from a perspective of lack. When we're talking about success from the perspective of abundance, money's not really a topic. It's more about what service can I provide for you? What value can I give you to help you with your success? It becomes less of a financial transaction and more of a spiritual connection, a connection between two beings, a connection between two value propositions, a connection to get you the results that you want. And going back to something I recorded earlier, we want life to be easier, not harder. We want to play more, give more. We want to make more. We want more, but we want to do it in a way that flows and resonates and is aligned with your higher purpose. I hope this helps someone today. Take care. Bye.